Okay, so in this video now, we're going to look at a second forward walking sequence. But before we do that, I want to share a little clarification on the system for understanding rotation of the arms of the hands. So maybe stand like I've done now. So we'll feet together, stand open. Bring your arms up either side. And let's just rotate forwards. So in the direction of the thumb. So we're going back, so rotating, and then forwards, so the direction of the little finger, so little finger side. You can let the whole body go into this, it's quite nice. So not too far, and then back again, so thumb side. Going deeper in the forwards direction, so you're curling over into a kind of eagle qigong. It's actually really nice. Oh. And then release. So little finger sides, small, I call it. So we're going small. And then thumb side, I call it big. And then small. So the rotation is happening from the shoulder, it's not just the wrist. So rotating from the shoulder all the way around, and the whole of the arm. Let's go big again, thumb side. So the whole of the arm is rotating from the shoulder, the elbow, wrist to the hand and thumb. You might also notice while we're playing with this that you can also describe this rotation from the elbow. So the elbow is coming inside and then actually this is inside, this is out. So if we're doing it here, inside is small, I don't use this language very much, and then outside is the thumb in my system. So this is a system from other schools, inside and outside of the elbow. So just to understand that, but I don't use it myself. So when we've gone into big, as I call it, the elbow is coming out. And when you're doing small, your elbows are coming in. So I don't use this system, and my teacher doesn't either. But it's helping you to understand that this rotation is happening from the whole arm. So this is small on the right, and the elbow is coming in, and the whole arm and shoulder is turning inwards. And then big, the whole arm and shoulder is going out, so the elbow is out. So same on the left. So it's small, elbows coming in, big, it's out. And this big small is coming from an idea of this is a sort of inside circle and this is an outside circle. So this is small and big, but it doesn't matter. All you need to know is the direction that the rotation is happening. So small, little finger, big, thumb side. So with this understanding of a language of the chansa, we can describe how the hands are changing in the Tai Chi. So it's a language that we can understand and communicate with to describe movement of the hands, rotation of the arms, of the upper body. Okay, so we're going forwards now, and this form today is called brush knee twist step. One arm is doing something very similar to what I called the bird landing on water. So it's not difficult. So it's just coming up towards the ear, cruising down over the water, feet touch, it comes up. So this is the same as we did in repulsed monkey yesterday, or the last session. But this time we're going to go forwards. So it's just coming up at the side, cruising down a little bit perhaps, cruising forwards. So the fingers are here, and then heel touches the palm of the hand, and then the fingers up. So coming up, forwards, push. This other hand is doing something quite simple. So you'll see in a minute, it's just protecting the elbow, and then just crossing the body to the side. So this is easier to show for real with the two hands. So if you turn lower your weight on the left, right foot turn, 45. Both hands now, so just for the moment we'll make a big circle with the two hands coming up, and then shift your weight onto your right, left foot comes around, cat stance. So I've got this right arm in small, it's rotated into this small little finger here. This left hand has come over into big. So the thumb side has been guided in this rotation. I'm protecting this elbow. So this otherwise would be vulnerable, but in this position it's strong. And if I needed to protect it, I could come and touch. And then the joint is stabilized if someone was pushing against me. But I'm not touching it, just nearby. So we're in the cat stance. Small circle, come around, heel touches. Same as usual, the foot is facing forward, so focus a bit more on the inside of the heel. Don't let the foot go out. You'll find yourself doing this all the time, and at the moment you have to keep on practicing to go forwards. So this left foot goes down, weight's changing, and naturally the body turns, and so this takes this structure of the two arms backward a little bit. So you can feel this kind of connection, hold this shape. There's a kind of feeling of coiling for a moment as the pendulum is swinging to its end, and then it has to start to come back. So this right hand, we'll forget this hand for a moment, the right hand is turning from small and it's changing into big. So there's the thumb is leading the way as it comes over. You can see this theory working now. If I told you to move more in the rotation side direction of small, then look what would happen here. So this little finger would guide this arm into a tighter circle, and this joint would lock here. So we're learning a lot here, if you whether you realize or not. What the Tai Chi is doing is trying to keep our body open, so that energy is flowing through the whole body. This is easy to see. If I close all my joints and break my posture, then you can see that there's nothing to say about this. There is no power or strength in the body here. It's everything's collapsed and down. If I'm in an open position, everything up, then there's a natural recognition there is more energy and strength in this system. And when you're like this, something is strong inside. If I break, then there's no power here, and so I'm vulnerable. If you stand still, it's easy to take a shape and be strong, perhaps. When you're moving, it's so easy to lose this or close a joint or break. And what we're trying to do, or what we're learning with the Tai Chi, is how to stay open while moving. So to keep the joints open and the energy flowing through the body while you're moving. So let's come back to a start. So feet together, lower your weight. Weight on the left, turn the right foot 45. The two hands come up on this left side, come round into cat stance. They're turned over. So this is coming to small on this side, this is on big on this side. Small circle, step into forward stance, the weight goes down. Naturally it turns the body, so there's a coiling. And then there's this feeling as the pendulum's getting more and more towards closer to its end. There's a kind of a tightening a little bit of easy tension. And then that's causing this rotation inside. And bringing this right hand into big, so thumb side is coming round. And then maybe just hand on the stomach for the moment. And then as you come forwards, feel this bird flying over the water, feet touching, head comes up. So let's do that again. Maybe from the toes up. So left toes go down, turning, coming around this circle. So you've turned into thumb side and then cruising forwards, feet touch, head comes up. So toes up again, toes coming down, there's a coiling and then a turning over, and then it's coming around. So we're rotating this way, anti-clockwise, hand goes forward. Let's do that from cat stance now. So we assume the position, this is rotated in small on the right. So the language that we usually use is mainly talking about the active hand, and usually the right hand. So I say small on the right, so it's there, and I could say big on the left, but actually you may notice straight away that this is small, this is big, and so there is a polarity between the two hands. This polarity creates an energy flow in the body, and you always maintain this polarity. So if I do small and small, it's broken. My energy is broken here, and this has got no power to it. So you always have this polarity. So there's no need to talk about the two hands always. If I say small on the right, and this is a given that this is big on the left. You'll get used to this language. Okay, so turning toes up on the left, weight goes down, so we're coming around the circle a little bit. There's a turning over of the hands. Let's just watch this left hand. I mean, it's difficult to. So my right hand's still, I'll forget this one at the moment. Let's just feel left hand. So it's come from its position and it's just swinging across the front of the body. The little finger is leading. So here it was in big, and then the little finger is leading its journey. Let's come back. So cat stance, toes up, toes coming down. Let's do both hands now. So the right hand's doing its bird landing on water, left hand's just coming across the body. Just play with that. So whether this hand is higher or lower, this is going deeper or higher, this is up to you to some extent. I've done different ways at different times. You may find, okay, it doesn't feel as good if I'm too low down with this hand. If you're high, it's no good. This is closed here. So you've got a kind of exploration to feel where you are. Sometimes I've done this quite low, but I think actually it's better to be fairly high. But this is your choice. So my teacher will let me explore different kinds of ways, and then we slowly feel what feels best. And that might change over time. Let's come back. Maybe I'll come back a little bit. So it's come back up into position. Step forwards. Coming back now. So this is staying in the same polarity. So sometimes the hands don't change. So it's still big here, small here. I've just come back and there's a feeling, I had a sense of like a tortoise. So it's like coming back into its shell. I'm guarded, I'm safe. So it's not really the head moving, but there's this feeling of drawing back into yourself. Toes up, you're in a defensive position. And when you're doing this, it gives a chance for this leg to move from the hip. And then you can come forwards into cat stance again. So that allows you to change side. Same on this left side now. So you're open, rifle goes down, maybe just feel this left hand. So feel it going around its circle, and then down and forwards. Let's do it again. So toes up, rifle's going down, and then cruising forwards. These feet touch the water and the head comes up. Going back. Let's do it with the two hands, maybe come back to cat stance. So open, kind of turning round and then forwards. So this right hand is just sweeping down and across. There is a function to this that this hand is brushing someone's leg that's kicking at you, so you're just brushing it away. I'll say more in the next session about the functions. So going forwards, draw back. Let's do it again. So open, weight goes down, forwards. Let's come back. So this is small, open, big on this side, small here. Okay, we'll learn more in another session. Thank you.